Hey there, Dice Rollers. Been a minute. I wanted to show you a new resource that I created. It's going to be up on Drive-Thru RPG, so there'll be a link down in the description below. And what I have for you today is something I made called treasure cards. Treasure cards. It's real simple. I enjoy physical things that I can give to my players for various reasons. One, I think it gives a little oomph, like your players are actually receiving something and they have it, and right, they can put it next to them and they know that they have something. But how many times have you or a player, in a critical moment, forgot that you have something that would have helped your character survive or would have helped the game survive, but because they're looking at a character sheet, they miss it amongst all the little things that they have on there, and they simply didn't notice they had it. They didn't notice they had that spell or that item that would have saved the day. I know that I've done it, and maybe you have done it as well. Please leave me a comment down below if that has happened to you and what was the situation. So these treasure cards I've broken into various segments. These are listed in a PDF, and so you can print these out and be able to give them to your players. This one is about armor. So you could have, a helm. These can be magical or non-magical, by the way. So whatever you choose to write in this space here. You can have gauntlets of giant strength. You can have a headband. You can have shields. Whatever you want to put there for that. You can also have just like regular old loot, right? You can have this stuff right here. You can have necklaces. You can have gems. You can have straight money. Statues, you can have artwork, whatever it is, you can just put that on there and say, hey, look, you found a pendant that's worth 20 gold pieces, whatever that may be. You have some more physical things here. You can have some treasure stuff. Here you can have a belt, right? You can have shoes, boots of flying, or you can have a bag of holding. You can have a scroll. It could be a tome of some kind. More treasure cards. If it's one of these items, by the way, you can always circle these if you want. So if you say, hey, look, if you want to be more specific, say, hey, look, you're getting a cloak of displacement. You can circle that and just write cloak of displacement and all the stats that are on there. This has rings, it has staves, wands, potions. You can put that on there and give them that reminder. You can also have more armor or weapons. You can have, battle axes or daggers, shields, all those things you can put on there and be able to use these and say, hey, look, you have some armor. You have some extra armor you can have and be able to put in your equipment. Also, I have some individual cards that you can use. This is where I'll show you what I'm giving my players this coming up week in our game. One is an armor. So I have cards in that you can print that is just an armor card. So it's not a long list of ones at the bottom. If you think that's too confusing, if you want to make it specifically armor, I have cards just for that. And this one here I'm giving to the wizard, actually. Bracers of Defense, that's +2 to armor class and needs attunement, which I'll have to explain to them because they're all new players, which is good. Then for my sorcerer, I'm going to give him a monocle of charming. See, it's got 3. It's got the little potion there, so that just recognizes it as a magic item, and he will have 3 times he can go ahead and be able to charm somebody, charm a person, and then they will have to wait till the next day to recharge. For my thief, or my rogue, I should say, they're going to get some straight gold. They're going to find some guards that have these gems on them, and once again, this could go into play here. I mean, you can have 3 50 gold piece gems. One of them could be magical. They could be a spell gem if you wanted to make them one of those. But why do they have those 3, right? Why do they have a ruby, or why do they have a sapphire or an emerald? Those are interesting choices. Why would they have those? Maybe that goes into the story. For my ranger, here I have a +1 mastercraft bow. It's not magical, but it's going to give them, because of the way it was made, it's going to give them some extra oomph there. And I'm also going to give them an arrow, a net arrow, which will pop at the end there. It's got a little ceramic end piece on there, and it will pop out of there. It gives them the DCs for that, strength for breaking out, and a DC for avoiding it altogether. So that's for her. And lastly, for my warlock, I'm going to give them the Pearl of Power. And so they're going to be able to put an extra spell in there because sometimes warlocks need that extra spell. So anyway, if this interests you at all, if these treasure cards are something that you would like to use with your players, once again, you have plenty of options to be able to use it. There is a back right here that you can use. So if you want to make them double-sided, you can. If you don't, you can simply use a blank card like this, right, and just put it right on the front, no back required. Just put the little treasure card there and just put what you want there. That's okay. And so you have all those choices there. So if you would like that, would love for you to go down to the Drive-Thru RPG and link down below. You can buy a PDF for yourself and add this to your game. Would love to hear from you. If you like the channel, if you like the videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, be part of the community here, as well as hit that thumbs up button. That lets me know you like the video and you want more of them. But leave me your comments. Would you like to use something like this? Have you used something like this in the past? Leave me comments down below. So that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.